And there's the top horse, Libertine Belle, down at the start. Sean Levy's on board for the first time for Stuart Williams, and the favourite, the top weight, at 16-5. Colorado is 4-1, alongside Run Forest Run, their joint second favourites. Mitra's On Fire, for handicap debutant for William Muir and Martin Dwyer, having placed a few times, is being well backed, 9-1 into 13-2. Same price as Shakyun is 10-1 bar. So joint second favourites, Libertine Belle, the market leader. Mitra's On Fire is the one being backed.
Yeah, Mitra's On Fire is interesting, most definitely, because I think the promise of the summer, plus the fact he looks like he's the kind of horse that needs a bit of time. He's strong in body, but is a little bit on the leg. There's a bit of room to fill out, though. But we're having a closer look at Libertine Belle. She's had a fair bit of experience so far, Rach. We'll probably have a look at her in action, putting up a good effort. Again, I mentioned that she won at Wolverhampton in September and then been a couple of good runs since. And, of course, in this race, we've got Run Forest Run.
Yeah, who tried to make all the running this day, and he kept on finding it was really impressive. The King Power horse is going to come past and win it, but just watch. Libertine Belle is going to come down on the inside and going to get completely and utterly squeezed up by Run Forest Run. I'm not going to say she was going to beat Arian Fox, but I think she was definitely going to go through that gap and get the better of Run Forest Run. Oisin Murphy was on at that point. He just sort of looked around, made sure he kept the third placing, and she's actually making up some ground again on Run Forest Run. So I would say, to be honest, on those form, she should finish in front of Run Forest Run again, particularly as there is a bit more pace on paper that Run Forest Run won't be able to have he obviously didn't have a solo in front, but they sort of kept off him. I mean, he is part of the pace scenario. Liberty Bay in the past has gone to the front, as has Desert Boots. She's Sweet, back when she was in Ireland, was a front runner.
Footsteps on the Moon has made into the four.
There's a lot of horses who have at one point in their very early careers gone to the front. Then again, young 2-year-olds, it's easy, just if they break well, don't disappoint. So it'd be interesting to see how he goes. Also, Run Forest Run today, drawn 6, was drawn 1 and broke really well last time, so that did help.
Interested in Shea Kuhn. I know he's got an awkward draw. Similar story about Vitaline, who's also got an awkward draw. They're in 11 and 12 respectively. But there's enough that they've both done to suggest that if things work out well from that draw, they're going to play a part. Yeah,
absolutely. 11 is not ideal for Shea Kuhn, and 12 again for Vitaline is not fantastic over 6 furlongs. They do hit that turn relatively quickly, but Shea Kuhn, I think, on the handicap debut looks a really interesting project. Looks the best of the handicap debutantes for me. Looks well in at the weights, and I think last time over 5 furlongs it all just happened a bit too quick. Back up to 6. Best run was 3rd on debut, behind a couple of horses who came out and won again. So the debut forms worked.
Okay, I think the last one's coming forward. Time to head up to the commentary box and say hello to Anthony Ennis.
Hi Rishi and Rachel, you're almost set. Here we go for the first. We're just about ready now for a start. And they're off, jumped away over 6 furlongs for the Unibet's new instant roulette nursery. One of the first to shot towards the centre is Liberty Bay. One that just drops in behind early was Desert Boots, who was slowly into stride. Showing speed too, the purple sleeves. A Day of Mischief is handy to lead. A Day of Mischief in front narrowly now to Liberty Bay, who's racing in 2nd place. Behind them in 3rd to the inside is Footsteps on the Moon. And then comes She's Sweet, a bit wider out, yellow and black. Very wide is Shea Kuhn, the green sleeves and cap, as they make the run towards home. On the inside, the noseband of Lady of Desire is next in the field with Run Forest Run, the white colours. Further back, Vitaline, the black jacket from Libertine Belle in the red. Then Colorado, yellow cap from Mitra's On Fire, the green and white. The back marker still Desert Boots in the silver. In line for home, just outside the 2. And up front, the leader remains A Day of Mischief. Out in front, a length clear. Trying to make up some ground on the outside is, in 2nd place, Liberty Bay. And behind, looking for him now, is Libertine Belle as well. And then comes Run Forest Run. A few chances. Liberty Bay making ground now towards the outside. Far side, though, Libertine Belle is bursting through too. And here comes Mitra's On Fire up the inside. Going home best of all for Martin Dwyer. And Mitra's On Fire, well back. Goes on to win for William Muir. 2nd, maybe just Libertine Bay from Liberty Bay. Libertine Belle maybe just 2nd from Liberty Bay in 3rd place. But the winner, Mitra's On Fire up the inside.
Well done to Martin Dwyer and William Muir. Mitra's On Fire down on the inside rail has picked up really well. Libertine Belle has run another creditable
Yeah.
race, as she has done pretty much all season. Liberty Bay back in third. Desert Boots seemingly getting the message late on the outside. We'll talk about that in a minute. Just focus on the winner and the ride.
It was a typical Kempton ride. Mark was sitting off a good pace. He decides to just go. He doesn't wait for the cutaway. He sort of goes in between horses, goes up the inside as Lady of Desire sort of was fading out of it at this point, and just came absolutely full of running as Libertine Belle, as you said, ran another absolutely cracking race. And on the inside, Liberty Bay, who was up with it, sort of lost her place a bit, hit a flat spot, and then rallied again to reclaim her third place effort. And you said the Mark Johnston runner, Desert Boots, really slow away for a Mark Johnston horse from stall 6. I mean, you really don't normally see the likes of an Andrew Breslin, jockeys who ride for Mark Johnston a lot, scrubbing the head off the horses out of the gate, but she's absolute last, and he is trying to keep her attached to the field as she sort of drops herself out. But look who she's dropped out with, your eventual winner.
Absolutely, second to last of them.